Plans by Taylor Wimpey to build up to 500 homes on farmland between Dalgety Bay and Inverkeithing have received a mixed reaction. The company held a two-day public consultation event in Inverkeithing's community wing. It was well attended and gave residents the chance to have their say.
Spencerfield is a development of around about 500 houses on the eastern edge of Inverkeithing. The proposal is at an early stage at the moment, and what we're doing is we're consulting with the local community to try and flesh out the plans a bit before we submit a planning application, probably just before Christmas. What this development could do is potentially kick-start the regeneration process at Fraser Avenue. Now, residents in Inverkeithing will be aware that this is a long-standing priority for Fife Council. And what we're saying is, if the proposal at Spencerfield were given consent through a Section 75 agreement, that would enable funds to be made available to kick-start that regeneration. There is an allocation for Inverkeithing in the local plan of a minimum of 400 houses, so this would effectively enable Inverkeithing to sort of deliver its side of the Fife development plans. What we're saying is that this would be a development of private housing, but it would be at the lower end of the affordability scale, so that young families, people who are possibly wanting to base themselves in Fife and work in Edinburgh, for example, can do that, benefit from the better affordability on this side of the water. And there's clearly a need for that sort of housing. We've had some younger couples in tonight who've told us, that's definitely the sort of housing that the town needs to enable them, to stay in Inverkeithing, in this area, bring their families up here. So this is a way of helping to make that possible.
But the housing plan has raised community concern, and it has not been welcomed by everyone.
As an environmental area and a piece of prime arable land, my concerns are for the wildlife, which also extends to the human wildlife in the area. People get a lot from that natural piece of land between Inverkeithing and Dalgety Bay. Untold amounts of comfort from looking at barn owls, all kinds of field life, from mice and shrews. I've had my kids on nature walks at 6 AM. We've been creeping about and being delighted by deer, baby deer in the middle of a Christmas Day walk with riven snow. I mean, it is immense. It's beautiful. We hurriedly put together a petition today, and we're going to approach, we're involving, and we're also going to send them to the Scottish Executive Department for Planning and Environmental Appeals.
It's quite well attended.
Yep.
How would you say it's gone down so far?
So far, fantastic. And, we're not saying that we only want people to come and tell us positive things. We understand that there'll be a mixture of opinions, but the main thing for us is that as many people as possible come along to these sorts of events, because that can help inform the final proposal that we submit to Fife Council. So it's really important for us to get as many people along as possible, and so far the turnout's been fantastic.